Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here this morning. Wake up, guys. Man, it's Tuesday already, and in just the day after tomorrow, the Eagles end up taking on the Green Bay Packers on what is a big game. We'll talk about that later. But right now, let's talk about our Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, understand an NFL season is a marathon, so you can't get too excited about how you're doing early and things like that because in the end, it's really how well do you play down the stretch? How good are you in the end of the season? And hopefully, we will be there. Another problem, of course, with the NFL season is you've got to have some luck with health, and you've got to keep people healthy. And the good news is that Antoine Woods says he's close to returning. It looks like Xavier Woods may be back as well, missing just one game. And Trayvon Austin is close to returning and getting out of the concussion protocol. Speaking of concussions, Reed, the tight end for the Washington Redskins, because a lot of times people don't seem to understand about concussions. Reed, who's an incredible tight end when he is healthy, his career may be in jeopardy. He's still suffering from a concussion that he got on the 22nd of August, and it could end up being that this might be the end of his career. Gronk ended up talking about over 20 concussions that he had, and literally, you are getting your brain scrambled out there in the football field, and it's no joke. And so, thoughts and prayers to all those guys that are suffering concussions. And I know back in my day, I had more than my share, but we didn't know all the stuff that we knew. We were right back out there. How many fingers am I holding? Okay, it's two. Okay, good. Get out there, rub some dirt on it. But it's a different age because as you know better, you do better. But for our Dallas Cowboys, we are getting a little bit lucky as far as health wise. We haven't had major injuries, and I hope that we don't. Hopefully, we can continue on. And I dare say that our training staff has done a great job. It used to be years ago we were having hamstring pulls left and right. We no longer have those issues. Whatever they're doing, I hope that they continue to do it because as we go through and we look at other teams, health is becoming an issue across the board. So we're fortunate in that aspect that as we start to get into now the meat of our season, we've had some of the cupcake games. We still have some more left. We still have the Jets and things out there, but we have games against 5 games against teams that currently are undefeated, and of course. New England, we've got San Francisco, although San Francisco, I'm not sure is really that good of a team. We've got Buffalo in there. We have the Lions that technically have not lost the game, but they had the tie against the Cardinals. And I'm missing somebody. Oh, Green Bay. And we'll see if Green Bay ends up getting the win against the Eagles that I believe are actually fighting for their lives. Now, our defense, we seem to keep starting out defensively slow. In fact, the offense seems to start out slow, and we become juggernauts in the second half of games. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but it just seems to be the way it is so thus far, and hopefully we turn around and we'll play a complete game. Now, I know we've been playing some of the 3 worst teams in the NFL, but currently we're fourth in points scoring defense, 14.7. Not bad at all. Last year, we were giving up 20.9 points a game. Now, we'll see how that goes when we start playing some teams that aren't quite offensively challenged. Um, we're 10th against the rush, 16th against the pass. Hopefully, we can get that stuff a little bit better. To put that in perspective, here's the thing. I talk about the Redskins, the Eagles, and the Giants, and some Cowboy fans are like, I don't care about them. Why are you talking about them? Because they're in our division. They're our competition. We have to face these guys twice a year. And we have aspirations of doing anything. It goes through those guys. So you need to know your enemy. You need to know what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. So in retrospect, the Eagles, who are touted to be, one of the most complete teams in the NFL, they're deep, they're ready to rock and roll, they're Super Bowl caliber. Their defense, scoring defense, is 24th, giving up 26 points a game. Ouch. So there's that. So hopefully when we play Philadelphia, our defense will really show up. But speaking of Philadelphia, my live stream last night was a little quieter than usual. Still had a lot of people in there, but it seems to be that a lot of the Eagle fans aren't commenting quite as much. I think they're still there. I think they're still watching, but they're not commenting much anymore. Talking about my quarterback, who currently has the highest QBR in the NFL at 89.6. They don't talk about how disappointing the Dallas Cowboys are anymore. Now, here's a clip that I want to show you because it's kind of nice to actually hear Jabba the Hutt and crew talking about somebody else's quarterback other than mine.
Wiley, TJ Houshmandzadeh's back. Let's move to Philadelphia, where Carson Wentz and the Eagles found a way to lose to the Lions at home yesterday, with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside dropping what could have been the winning touchdown, one of 7 drops on the day. But the receivers weren't the only ones to drop the ball. The entire offensive line decided to stop blocking for Carson Wentz on a play in the fourth quarter that went viral on social media. Marcel, I'm going to just say, when I saw this, I was outraged. Is this something or nothing, these offensive linemen standing around?
It's neither. It's everything. Ooh, Carson Wentz. What's going to be your Christmas gift this year for them boys? Because
it better be something good.
Better than them shotguns he gave them a couple years ago. That ain't going to get it. I'm going to say this. This is my guesswork to this situation because I actually am familiar with something like this before. I'll get to that. A 3-man rush to an offensive line tells them one thing. We have to block longer. Why? Because there's 8 defenders in the secondary. So their mental clock should adjust, and it has. We have to block forever. And when you see them not block at all or little, you know something else is agitating them. I tell you the story that really makes me reflect on this moment is when Ryan Leaf, folklore in San Diego with the Chargers, was Ryan Leaf had agitated so many of his teammates that there were plays where the offensive lineman would even tell the D lineman, you ready for yours? You about to get it. Ole! And let him just go tear Ryan Leaf off just to make a point. I'm not sure if this is this, but I'm looking at it. I don't even see people rushing to his rescue when he's on the ground. I need to see that full extended clip, but to that point, something's going on in the psyche of those old linemen because that doesn't look like full effort.
Something that Carson Wentz is doing in that locker room is not resonating with the rest of those guys. If you watch that over, it's almost a 6-man protection because Darren Sproles chips. He helps to right the whole left side of the line literally stops. So in essence, you got 2 guys blocking one all across the board. What you just said, it's a 3-man rush. It's going to take time for guys to get open because you got 8 in the backfield or in the secondary. And so I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's going out to eat with guys. I don't know if he's communicating with guys in downtime in the locker room. But whatever he's doing is not working. He's going to have to get this fixed.
I want to defend Carson Wentz here, just to be clear, and I don't want to put you guys in a bad light because I don't think you're trying to be malicious towards Carson Wentz.
No.
But that's on these other guys.
Oh, 100%.
They stop and are standing there, and to me, it may have nothing to do with Carson Wentz. It may have to do with the Philadelphia Eagles have been satisfied from the moment they won that Super Bowl 2 years ago. That, to me, looks like a group of guys. We won our Super Bowl.
And you know what's
this
crazy?
dude back here, the quarterback, he was sitting the bench or injured somewhere when Nick Foles won it for us. And it's like Carson Wentz is hungrier than the rest of the Philadelphia Eagles. If I'm Doug Peterson, I'm shredding my offensive line coach, and I'm fining all of these players. That's on tape. The eye in the sky never lies. No matter what your feelings are towards Carson Wentz, you never want to be caught on tape in a football game standing around like that.
And it's 27-17. The fourth quarter just starts. You're still in the game.
Yeah.
Like, if you really watch that, believe it was a left guard. He sees the Detroit lineman just taking off, and he just watches like, oh, the play's still going. If he's taking off, it got to be going.
Yeah.
It's some, I wouldn't say they're satisfied.
Yeah.
But it's something to where they're not playing as hard as they should be playing because normally they're going to play to the whistle. And then when they do that, they gon' they all gonna run back there and at least help him up. They didn't even sprint to him.
I
So
agree.
that's not a good look. But
Whatever
what they
the
gonna do?
issue is, they were in chorus with that issue. That's why I slightly disagree with you. And they knew it was going to land on you. When people take shots at you, to me, directly to me, and try to take a shot at you, they never getting the response they think they deserve. They never getting the response from me because I'm always going to look out for you. When they stop looking out for the quarterback, it's an issue, bro.
Man, it was like synchronized swimming.
Wow. That, I did not see that play. I'm going to go through and get on Game Pass, and I want to see, like I said, I want to see the follow-through on that. Were the offensive linemen going over there helping them up and things? Were they, you know, like, my bad, we got you, you know, we'll get this together? Because at 24-17, you are one score away, and it's just the beginning of the fourth quarter. And this reminds me, back in my days in high school, my senior year, we had a junior quarterback who was a little bit arrogant. And the season hadn't gone the way we had wanted to. We were, you know, missed the playoffs and stuff. I missed 3 games because of it, my ACL being messed up. But I remember I played offensive guard, all of us linemen getting together and saying, you know what, we're going to get Jonathan on this one. We're going to do a lookout block. And what that was is pass play. We all knew we were going to do this. We got down, the ball snapped, we turn around and say, look out. We let the pass rush go, and I know he got his bell rung. I know he had a concussion back then, although we didn't know about concussions. And it was the last game of the season, and it was like our way of saying, you know, thanks for no, but no thanks. So that kind of stuff does go on. But you could see the body language, whether it was against Carson Wentz or against something else. Those guys were just going through the motions. They were looking like, when you're in that relationship, that is, you know, it's over. It's done. There's no love here. And you still get up in the morning, have coffee together, and, you know, get off to work and stuff. You're just kind of going through the motions. And that you cannot let happen, especially when you have a quarterback that you know is injury prone. If you cared about this, you're going to do everything you can to make sure that your quarterback stays upright. I have never in my life seen on a professional level offensive linemen just literally standing around just like that. Because normally you got your head on a swivel. I got my guy out here. I'm looking for somebody else to knock out. I'm looking around at my quarterback and making sure that he's clean because maybe, you know, there's a delayed blitz or something and I can go over and help out on this play. Because it's about keeping that guy upright so we can try and win some games. But that body language, my friends, whoo, you need guys that are like Prince. I would die for you. And they ain't doing that right now in Philly. Philadelphia, man, they got a game the day after tomorrow. Philly. It's not too late to turn it around. But there's something definitely going wrong in Philadelphia. And it's not just cheesesteaks. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, I got to get to my day job, and I got to go down and do some tile work at my cousin's house, the Redskin fan. And in case you guys didn't see that game last night, the Redskins were getting beat the hell up by the Chicago defense. And they started making a comeback. You know, they got to 15 points. They got 4th down in the red zone. And Case Keenum is trying to get the 1st down. And I guess he thought he was on the goal line because he jumps up with the ball in front of him and it gets knocked away. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, I'll see you, of course, multiple times today. Have a great day.